Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna start drawing some pictures. This is gonna be the devil. Here's the devil's eye right here. Here's his other eye right there, okay? Here's his eyebrow. Okay, here's his nose right here. Here's his lips right here. Here's his big chin right here. Here's a big horn going up right here like this. Little horn, another little horn. Okay, now watch this. This eye of the devil, also, I'm going to draw in the head of a reptile. Here's the nose of the reptile right there. There's the eye of the reptile, under the neck of the reptile. Here's the back of the neck of the reptile. Okay, and as I come around here, there's a reptile in the fetal position. This is the tail reptile. There's a reptile right here in the room. The reason I'm showing this to you right now is I wanted to just draw it on this piece of paper. Now I'm going to drop this. I'm going to put this right here. Now watch, guys. Boom. Here it is. Ready? Here's the eye of the devil. Here's the other eye of the devil. Okay, you see the same thing? Here's the nose right here of the devil. Okay, he's got a big horn that's coming up. Now, I want to show you something. This eye right here of the devil that's in red, and this is his other horn that wraps around the head of what I'm going to start peeling this off layer by layer. Now watch this, guys. Chris, come on over here. Let's do the alien. Okay, right here is a stinger. It's going into the back of the neck of this whole image of the Pharaoh. Here's the eye of the alien. Here's the other eye of the alien. Here's the nose. Here's the frowny mouth right there. Here's the top of the head right here of the alien. Now, don't forget, anyone that's seen this video knows that turns into other stuff. But watch this. I'm going to lift up this one layer, and we're going to go right to here. Okay, there's one layer lifted up. Now watch this. There's the alien's eye, nose, frowning mouth. Now watch this. Here's this kid that the alien's holding. I'm going to flip these up so you can see some real quick. Watch this. You see the kid under there that the Pharaoh's holding? Watch this, guys. Get ready. I'm going to drop this one right here. Look. There's the reptile right there. This is the reptile's eye. And there's, the nose of the reptile coming under his stomach. Here's the back of the reptile going around. Okay, there's a reptile right here in the fetal position that's inside the head of the kid that the alien's holding. Now, what's the point of that? I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to drop this down, and you're looking at a sheep with its tongue sticking out. Watch this. There's the sheep's eye right there. Here's the ear coming down to the sheep right here, down here. This represents the ear, this part right here, the gold part. Now watch this. Here's coming down the snoot of the sheep, and the eye of the reptile becomes the nostril of the sheep. Now here's the front lip of the sheep going back to the mouth. Here's the tongue hanging out of the of the sheep's mouth. And this is the bottom of the sheep's jaw right there. Do you see it? Chris, maybe zoom out just a little bit. I don't know what you got on the screen, but as you get a little bit further away, you might be able to really tell. Can you see it? Absolutely. Now watch this. I'm going to lift up the sheep, and there's a reptile in the head of the kid. Chris, I want to see if you can zoom in right between my finger. You see right there? The kid has a fang like a vampire. For anyone that's seen my other videos, it's actually a pretty significant thing. Now I'm going to flop this down, and there's a reptile and there's a dead sheep in the kid's head. This whole face of the devil, one eye of the devil is the offspring that the Pharaoh's holding, and the other eye of the devil is over here. So this kid is part of the collective consciousness of the devil. The alien is inside the head of the Pharaoh, and the neck of the alien becomes a penis penetrating a female vagina. Now watch this. I'm going to look this up. You guys have seen this before. This becomes the male member penetrating the female vagina right here. This is her buttocks right here, going down to her knee, her leg bent, and this is going out behind her body. This is her eye right here. This represents the top of her head right here, and her hair coming down. You know, Chris, I forgot to set the timer on this one, so I'll have to wing it. Anyway, so watch this. This woman also has a horn right here. So she's got half her head that's got a horn on it. Now watch this. This is the creature, and I'm going to turn it upside down real quick. I'm going to have to flip the whole thing and hope this works out without too much problem. There's going to be a big burst of light, guys, but it's worth seeing. Okay, here we go. Let's see, right there, Chris. Zoom in. Here's the creature. Here's his eye right there. Here's his nose right here. His mouth right here is wide open, and he's got a tongue coming out like a serpent. This is his bottom jaw right here, wide open, and he's eating his own kid. Remember, Isaiah said, those who try and hide their plans from the Lord are doomed. They turn everything upside down. Okay, I'm going back real quick. Hopefully it won't all fall off. It didn't. Praise God. Thank you, Lord. Okay, now watch this. So on this side, you have an alien having sex with a human female, producing a hybrid kid. The kid becomes the all-seeing eye of the devil. Here, going into the back of the neck of the Pharaoh, is a stinger with DNA being transcribed. Guys, look at what you're looking at. I want Chris, if you can, I'm going to set this up so there's no glare. We're just going to keep going on time no matter what. Okay, watch this, guys. Here's a guy trapped in hell. Ready? Here's the guy's eye right here. Okay, here's his nose right here. This is his mouth right here. He's got little horns on his head that also make flames. There's one horn. There's another horn. The horn turns into flames. Look at it. It's a profile. Now watch this. You see him down there? He's trapped in hell. His soul has been consumed from the inside out. And the Pharaoh's got his feet blocking the door. These are flames that are made by the lines in the legs of the Pharaoh. Okay, watch this, guys. Sorry, in front of the camera. Sorry, guys, because I forgot to set the timer. I don't know how long I have, so I'm going to do this just the best I can, the quickest I can. Now watch this. On the queen side, for anyone that's seen my videos, you should know that this is a sheep with its tongue sticking out. It's upside down, but here's the sheep's eye right here. There's a teardrop coming out of the eye. This is the top of the sheep's head. The sheep is upside down, going down to the nose of the sheep. Here's the tongue of the sheep sticking out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop that down. That becomes the hybrid species. I'm gonna show it to you on another picture. Just keep that right there, Chris, and let me get this warm real quick. Sorry about dropping the ball on you guys, but here you go. I got it. Right here. Right here. This is what it becomes. First of all, I'll rotate it this way. Is there enough light on it, Chris? There's the sheep with its tongue sticking out. The sheep's eye, the tongue, here's the sheep's ear. Now watch this. As I rotate it this way, it becomes half devil. Here's the devil's horn right here, top of his head. There's the devil's eye right there. And here's the mouth that is shared by both the devil and the sheep. You're looking at the seed of the serpent mixed with the seed of the woman, guys. That's it right there. And it's right here on the hieroglyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti, and it's upside down. Don't forget Isaiah 29:15. Those who try and hide their plans from the Lord are doomed. They carry out their schemes in secret and think no one will see them or know what they are doing. They turn everything upside down. Well, what are their plans? Let's look. Here is a DNA strand being transcribed, and it's going into the back of the neck of the queen. There's a sheep that's dying. It's creating a half human sheep, half devil. Same as the Bible story, the wheat and the weeds, sheep and the goats. Now watch this, guys. Here's the most amazing thing. Right under this DNA transcription, zoom out, Chris, because I want him to have some distance on this. This is all the head of a big green lizard. Here's the lizard's eye. This whole thing right here represents the eye of the lizard, right here. This whole thing. This is the top of the head of the lizard. The lizard is colored green, going to the nose of the lizard right here, coming down to the lizard's mouth, the bottom jaw. And watch this. It also has the kid's arm going down. This is kind of weird. Turning into a serpent. The kid's arm turns into a serpent. And it's going down the throat of the lizard. I mean, it's just mind-boggling what's in this thing. But watch this. Here's the serpent eating the kid. Here's the nose of the serpent right here. Okay. Here's the top of the head of the serpent. Here's the serpent's eye right there. And here's coming down here. Here's the markings. It looks like it's a boa constrictor or a python. It's got that typical boa constrictor marking. And look at this. As it comes down, look what's on it. It's the DNA combined. It's not split together. Look at it. It's put back together. And it shows the serpent eating the kid. Watch this. Now I'll flip it up. You see it? There's the serpent right there. And the kid is going into the mouth of the serpent. And look right here. See the little segments? Just like the DNA up above, but it's put together. Look at that. So you have the DNA now, it's put together. It's the DNA of the serpent, and it's swallowing the kid that's on the lap of Nefertiti. Guys, that's absolutely impossible. I want to show you something that's just impossible real quick, too. I'm going to turn this slide over here on this. Okay, got 3 minutes. Watch this. Here's a picture of me that a friend of mine did. His name's Marcel. He drew a picture of me with fangs on because of the sunglass company I had. It's called Vampires. It's kind of funny. I had a sunglass company, and well, what's a vampire do? A vampire what? It feeds off the souls of other humans. What are the odds? Watch this. Here's the same image of me as a vampire. Now watch this. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to show you the image of a sheep with its tongue sticking out. God, just same as in the head of the kid, the same as the queen. Now watch this. Here's an image of a goat. There's the goat's two eyes, the nose. There's the ear of the goat, horn, ear. There's the front hoof. And what's really interesting is here's a Mayan Indian. There's the Indian's eye, nose, mouth, chin. And he's got this Mayan hat on, but also look behind him. You see the 3 pyramids in a row? It looks like the Adidas symbol, right? It's got the 3 pyramids. Let me show you what's going on, guys. There it is. Side by side. Watch this. Side by side. There's a dead sheep on my head. There's the sheep. There's the eye with a teardrop. There's the tongue and the nose. There's the eye, the tongue and the nose. There's the goat on the back of my head. See it right there? There's the Mayan Indian. This is a friend of mine, you guys. A friend of mine drew this and gave it to me. Now what's really amazing is, I'm going to slide this over. When you turn it upside down, look what's going on. There's the 2 eyes of a serpent, those 2 dots. And there's the open mouth of a serpent and the tail wrapped around my neck. There's a serpent eating me. Okay, guys, seriously, how does somebody draw the exact same agenda that's on a hieroglyph that's 1,300 years old? And here's how. Watch this. I did the same thing before I got saved. I carved this statue. This is all God right here. This is here. I'll get the light, Chris. This is all God doing this one right here because I couldn't have planned this out this way. Watch this. I had to carve through about this much wood to carve the face. There was a knot in the wood. Watch this. Half the face is evil. Half the face looks kind of like the face over there of the sheep. half the face looks like the face of the devil. It's the same thing going on, half and half. Seed of the woman, seed of the serpent. Now watch this, guys. This is just absolutely mind-boggling. Hang on one sec. Let's see. Right in the middle, sorry guys, I'm like a little distracted. Right in the middle of the face of the queen is a crucifixion. There's the head. Can you zoom in on it, Chris? Is it easy to see? Here's the chest coming down. Here's the legs going like bent this way, and the arms going out. Isn't that exactly what Ephesians 2 says? It says, "I will take the two men and make one new man from the two through the cross of Christ." And by the way, guys, sorry if this was a little choppy. I'm jumping around a little bit, but I did the same exact thing. I want Chris to do one more thing. I want him to zoom down on this queen's hand right here. Zoom out, and then check it out. This is a serpent. I carved it as a serpent. Her arm is turning into a serpent. Well, if he zooms out and goes over to the other arm, watch this. This arm turns into a serpent. And what's really fascinating about this is, now if Chris zooms out one more time, I'm going to go over here to the hieroglyph, and I'm going to show you guys something just fascinating. I'll start right here at the bottom. You can see this, right? Or is there light on it?
I can see.
Okay. Here's a yellow serpent. This is the back of the neck of the serpent. Here's the eye. And here's like the cleft between the lip. Because the jaw is wide open. Here's the bottom jaw in yellow. And it's eating, I'll show you, it's eating this guy that's laying on his side. Now watch this. Here's an orange serpent. And this one's coming up from underneath. This is the back of the head of the serpent. There's the eye of the serpent. And here's the open jaw right here. And the bottom jaw right here. And then when I turn it upside down, this is like a rattlesnake serpent. Here's the back coming up to the nose. There's the eye. There's the front fang of the serpent and the mouth wide open. Now watch this. We're going to go up here. And this is just absolutely unbelievable. Let's see. Sorry guys, this thing's slipping a little bit. Here we go. Okay, here we go. The same three serpents I just showed you. Okay, there's a guy. He's laying on his side. Here's his eye. Here's his eye. Here's his mouth wide open right here. This is all the head of a guy right here. Now watch. Here's the serpent coming from underneath. He's purple. There's the eye of the serpent. There's the back of the head. The jaw is wide open and he's eating this guy. Here's a green serpent. There's the eye. There's the jaw wide open and he's eating the same guy. Now, here's the one that's upside down. It's the rattlesnake. There's his eye and the fang in his mouth, and he's eating the guy. So, what's the point of all this stuff? What am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to, sorry guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get to the destruction of the temple. Sorry guys, it's just not wanting to hold right now. This is from a restaurant for taking orders. Let me see. There we go. Got it. Sorry. Okay, if you can zoom out, Chris, I'm just going to run over the whole thing one time. Guys, the entire cumulative sum of this whole hieroglyph is only about one thing. And guys, I'm sorry I'm like not the best at doing videos, but guys, my heart's in it. I'm trying to show you what's going on. This entire thing is about DNA being transcribed. There's a reptilian entity that is consuming the human being in this whole hieroglyph. You're looking at the destruction of the temple. Okay, here's another thing. This is a revelation gift, you guys. This is a revelation gift. Well, the entire idea behind this, and it being a revelation gift, should give you some kind of a clue what point we're at in this whole walk. This is Revelations, guys. The time is up. The time is here. You're looking at the destruction of the temple. Now, I'm going to thank Chris for bearing with me while I did this video. I mean, my goodness, I was jumping all over the place. But I hope you get the gist of it. Let me see if I can just close up the light one more time. And just have one look at the whole thing and see what the whole thing's about. And just think about it for just 1 minute. and then I'll just load this up. And if I have to do it again, I'll do it again. But check it out. What's the whole thing about? It's about DNA being injected into the queen, into the king. There's a dead sheep with its tongue sticking out. It also has a half devil, half human sheep being produced from this injection. The plan is, a hybrid species. There's a large reptilian creature here. The eye of the reptilian creature is the entire head of the kid that's on the lap of the queen. There's a serpent that's eating the kid. The DNA in the serpent looks like it's whole. There's 3 different serpents eating this guy that's laying on his side, and it's the queen, her hand holding the hand of her kid. Think about that for a second. Destroying her own offspring. Same thing with the king. Destroying his own offspring. This is hopefully adding up, guys. We have 2 different seeds. One that's destroying the other. The seed of the serpent's destroying the seed of the woman. The goat, just like on the image of me, is destroying the sheep. The weeds are destroying the wheat. And I'm bearing witness to the destruction of the temple. Guys, I'll probably go into a studio and do this professionally, but there's a show on Saturday with Zen Garcia, and I wanted to make sure the information's available. There's the information, it's available. Thanks for bearing with me. And I'm just going to cut it so I make sure I don't have to edit this and get it on YouTube. And then maybe I'll do another video after this. Thanks a lot.